here today to persuade my audience to take more precaution and not become a victim of car theft. By first, show the statistics of car theft, second, how it affects you, and finally, some ways to avoid or beat being a victim of car theft. Can you imagine yourself in the cold weather, waiting for the police to arrive? You may be wondering why. Well, I'll tell you why. Because you have just been a victim of car theft. I was once a victim of car theft, well, just that. Because the thieves only stole my stereo, or to be more specific, my stereo head. This happened to me in mid-December, where according to Pittsburgh Beat Auto Theft, about 27% more carjackings occurred. First, we're going to take a look at the statistics of car theft. In 2007, the statistics according to the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Uniform Crime Reports, a motor vehicle is stolen every 25.8 seconds. And the odds of a vehicle being stolen were 210 in 2006, and the odds are highest in urban areas, as stated by the Insurance Information Institute. Therefore, you better be careful with your car, because for some people it's their prized possessions. And now we've seen the statistics of car theft. Now we can move on to how being a victim of car theft affects you. According to the basic principles of justice for victims of crime and abuse of power, which was endorsed by the United States Nations General Assembly in 1985, defines victim as person who individually or collectively have suffered harm, including physical or mental injury, emotional suffering, economic loss, or substantial impairment of their fundamental rights through acts or omissions that are in violation of criminal laws, alternative with members stated including those laws prescribing criminal abuse of power. The term victim also includes, where appropriate, the immediate family or dependent of direct victims and persons who have suffered harm, in intervening to assist victims in duress or prevent victimization. According to vehicle theft prevention tips, vehicle theft is a worldwide crime that affects not only the owner of the vehicle, but also affects the insured rates of all vehicle owners. We have just talked about how car theft affected you. Now let's jump into some ways that could help you not become a victim of theft. Some things that you should do to prevent being a victim of car theft is, first, you should never leave your car running and unattended, even to dash into a business. 2, you should never leave your keys in the car or ignition, even inside a locked garage. 3, you should never leave your valuables in plain view, even if your car is locked. Put them in a trunk or out of sight. You should always park in a well-lit area, or if possible. You should investigate the purchase of an auto alarm system. If you live in a high theft area or drive a theft-prone vehicle. And 6, carry your driver's license, registration, and insurance card with you. Do not leave personal identification documents or credit cards in the vehicle, because that may lead to also identity theft. According to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, if you roll up your windows, you have decreased your chance of being carjacked by up to 20%. You should buy an alarm system. It's better to have a security system than not have one at all. According to the Modesto B, November 2005, with this advice, you can prevent yourself from becoming a victim of car theft. Now let's go back and take a look at what we have gone over. First, we talked about the statistics of car theft. Second, we talked about being a victim of car theft and how it affects you. And Finally, what you should do to prevent car theft. In the end, I hope I have presented enough knowledge on the subject to persuade you to be more active, therefore preventing you from becoming a statistic or else this could happen to you. Thank you.